Hello and welcome to EDLE8305 Effective Management to Promote Student Learning. My name is David Hicks and I'm excited to be your instructor for this course in the fall. We will look at this in student mode, so hopefully it will mirror what you will see. I do want to tell you that this is my fifth time, I believe. Yes, fifth time teaching this course. I love this course. It's one of my favorites to teach. And hopefully by this point, we have worked out a lot of the kinks in the shell for the course. However, if you do find things throughout the course, please make sure you let me know so that we can correct those and get it closer and closer to being error-free. Not sure if we ever get there completely, but just let me know if you see contradictory dates or other information that don't align so that I can please fix those. You will not offend me. It's very hard to offend me. So again, I'm excited to teach this course. And we will first look, let me just tell you that I will post weekly announcements. I've already posted the one for August 13th. And so here, make sure that you do. I know daily may be hard, but at least on Mondays, they'll post on Monday at 8 a.m. each week during the semester, and it'll have some information about what's to come. Includes, other than, I'm not sure I mentioned the discussions in the information in the announcement, but the other assignments, I know I mentioned those. So make sure you look at those, because that will be very helpful beginning your week to just kind of know what's coming for the week. But we're going to go ahead and go to the content. I recommend, I'm not sure, I never know how much students have utilized CourseDen in the past. So just, you have all your areas up here, and I am more than happy if this is someone's first semester, and you would like to have a little mini meeting and I can show you how to utilize it. I'm perfectly happy to do that. I know that's not really associated with the course, but I do want to make sure everyone's comfortable. So again, I don't know, probably most of you know it much better than I do, but if you don't, and you would like a little tutorial online, a little short meeting, I'm certainly happy to do that. So just let me know. But again, I would recommend, you don't have to do it this way, but I would recommend using your content tab. Meet your instructor. There's just a little bit of information about me. I have a little bit of experience in Georgia education. So if you want to kind of know my background, you can look at that at your leisure. The syllabus information is listed here. There is a handy little document that if you want to print or save to your desktop, you may find that it's helpful. It lists the due dates, and again, hopefully they coincide with the actual due dates in CourseDen, but they list the 4 modules, the dates, and the different things associated with those modules that are due. So I would really encourage you to utilize that if it will help you. But looking at the syllabus, my computer will cooperate. It has the information you'll need for the course. This is my contact information. I have the easiest email at the college to remember. It's just not sure how that happened, but it's david@westga.edu. You're welcome to contact me that way. You can email me in CourseDen as well. This one, I will respond to both, and I'll use both. Actually, a lot of times I'll use both for one email to make sure you guys see it. But this one here, I can respond a little faster because I don't have to log into CourseDen to access it. So if I'm out and about and I have a chance, I can respond quicker. In this course, because I've taught it so much, I usually can give you an answer right away, hopefully. So you might want to use this one first. You don't have to, but you may consider that. Also, this is my cell number. You are more than welcome to text if you are one that likes to text, or you can call. Either way is perfectly fine. Whatever's comfortable for you. The bottom line is reach out. When you have questions, it's important to me that I get you a quick answer. Most of the time, that will be very quick. Occasionally, no later than 24 hours, unless there's an emergency in the family or something like that. But but I will respond really quickly. So I don't have office hours to list for you. I am available because I want to be available when you guys are working in the course. And I know that doesn't always fall 9 to 5 or hardly ever falls 9 to 5 or 9 to 5. We're talking about schools, more like 7 to 5. But I'm available when you're working. In other words, at night, on the weekend, please contact me. Again, I will not get offended. I will not get upset with you. Actually, I will get upset with you if you don't contact me and then you waste some working time because you didn't know the answer. Please do not do that. I remember the days of being a school administrator and being in graduate school, and I just remember how challenging that can be, especially also if you have a family. That can add to the layer of complexity. So please reach out when you're working. If it is after 9, you probably don't want me responding because I will probably be in the grumpy old man mode, but usually I'm in bed by that point, and I will respond as soon as I can, usually the next morning, and whether that be call, text, or email. So more than anything, what I want you to take away from this is contact me when you need me. That's what I'm here to do, is help you. In the class, there are no textbooks, so everything will be listed, or included in Course 10. So everything is tied to the reading. Some of it's more current than others, but still relevant. I've gone through and really reviewed everything again. Again, I've taught it so much, I know what's there, but still relevant things, in my opinion, that we deal with in education. So all of that information is included for you. Most of them are journal articles and those kind of things. Some of them are videos, a couple of them are videos, so it's not a ton of reading. There is a book, but there are specific chapters from that book, and that's detailed in the information. So again, no textbook for this class. I want to look at the assignments. I don't want to keep you very long. And again, when you have questions or don't understand something, reach out. You're going to get tired of me saying that, by the way. So the assignments, there's 4 modules for the class. The first thing I need you to do when you get to the welcome or start here is go ahead and take the syllabus acknowledgement quiz. There's not many quizzes in the course. There's actually just that. And then you'll have a module 1 quiz. There's a module 4 quiz, but it's optional because you can do the course evaluation in lieu of doing the quiz. So, no one has not done that in the past. You may be the first, but that one is optional. So the syllabus acknowledgement is one of the quizzes. Please do that by the 15th because we have to register your attendance, and that's how I'll know that you're logged in and ready to go. So please make sure you do that. Module 1, the first thing that you'll have is the quiz due September 12th. It is 3 attempts, and I think we displayed the wrong answer after the first one if you miss any. So everyone should get 100 on that. We will have discussions in this class because it is an important part of the way this class was designed. You have been randomly assigned to a discussion group, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So when you log in, please look for that. It should display that. And I will post the information as we get closer to the Module 1 discussion, probably a week in front of the 12th. I will post those assignment instructions will post. And then please just follow these chronologically because it really is a sequential, what would you do with this additional information. Now, Module 1 is a little different than that. It's just protocols, meeting protocols that you'll use. And while I'm thinking about that, you'll be directed to a website. And at that website, it will mention buying a copy to look at the protocols. Please do not purchase that. There's free ones listed at the bottom. That has been a recent change. There used to be a lot more available there, but I think there's 5 or 6 at the bottom. Just choose one of those, and that's what you'll do in discussion module 1 is post those. And again, the instructions will be there for you to follow, but please do not purchase those additional protocols. Then your reading reflection for module 1, the instructions are there. There'll be a rubric. Please make sure with everything that we do where there is a rubric, which is most of it, especially the assignments, please make sure to follow the rubric. I grade directly from that, and I have found that students do really, really well when they understand the rubric and follow it as they're doing the assignment. So please make sure you do that. Module 2, we get into school safety. There is a school safety assessment. There's a checklist that the Department of Education puts out that you'll apply to your situation. It's not very long, and it's pretty self-explanatory, but that'll be due on the 30th of September. Module 2 discussion, again, it'll open up about a week or so in advance of October 1st, and it is a video response. Ask that you not upload your video response just 2 to 3 minutes, not very long at all, but rather use the link. So if you use YouTube or Yuja, whatever you use, just copy the link for the video and post that. If we all are uploading videos, it really clogs it down and makes it really a lot longer for people to watch your video if they have to download it. So please just make sure you do the link there. Again, those instructions are very detailed. It's going to look long when you see it, but I've found that it's better to just go ahead and list everything so there's no surprises. Same thing, just make sure your posts are chronological because they build upon each other as you progress. Module 3 gets into human resources. This is where, of course, long before this, I want you to look at the key assessment assignment because that's the largest document, of course, because it's the key assessment. It's a talent management plan, and it is a pretty long paper. So please make sure you look at it early. It's going to ask you to interview a school and district level person in HR. And this document is simply the planning document. It's not a narrative. You're just putting in who you're going to talk to and when you're going to talk to them, basically. And so that is the 20th, and it really just kind of helps you plan for your longer document, which is the key assessment. So again, you'll see it, and it's pretty self-explanatory. But go ahead and look at that early so there's no surprises there. Module 3, reading reflection. This is written just like the Module 1, follow the rubric. And then there's a discussion, same thing. It'll post about a week or so ahead of time. Just make sure you stay up on everything, and please respond to that chronologically so that everyone keeps it in order, and you're really looking at each other's posts is the purpose of this within your group. Again, 6 or 7 folks in your group for discussion, different groups, but you'll be in that group for the whole time. Again, those were randomly selected through Course 10. The key assessment, again, the big document, excuse me, is due December 1st. Obviously, it's important that you look at that early, start work on it. Please plan. The planning document will help you with that. You'll see this in other places. Please make sure that you include recommendations and accommodations. What happens sometimes with students in the past is they have written the great things that are occurring in their school system around this, and they share all of those things, and they forget that we want application of what could be better, what is something you're really impressed with, accommodation, and then what recommendations would make it better. So that's really a big part of this, and sometimes students forget to do enough of that. You don't have to flood it with recommendations, but we definitely want to see recommendations and accommodations as a part of that. And you'll see that listed elsewhere. Your final reflection is a video, very brief, 2 to 3. I really enjoy these because I get to see you guys and I get to put a name to a face. Of course, I'll see that in the other Module 2 discussion too. But just kind of getting to know you guys and your personalities, so I really enjoy that. And again, that Module 4 is you don't have to do that if you do the course evaluation for us. So that is really the syllabus. Again, spend some time just looking at the assignments, especially the key assessment. I think I've said that 5 times. So spend some time looking at those things, the due dates. The announcements, again, you will have a weekly announcement that will give you information for the week. Assignments, almost all of the assignments are included in those as reminders. Obviously, they're included on the calendar. The only thing that does not pop up, and I'm not real sure why, but the discussions on the calendar do not pop up. So just make sure, and some of those are midweek. So please make sure you stay in front of those discussion requirements so that you don't get behind on those, because it's important that everybody's on time with that. And regarding due dates, Again, I've been in your shoes. I know it's crazy. So I really try to balance being reasonable with making sure I still have fair expectations for the class. I know things happen. I know life happens. I know a lot of things happen. The main point I want to make around this is communicate with me, please, especially ahead of time. If you know a due date's coming and something's exploded at work like it does, or something's going on at home that you need to deal with, just communicate with me. I'll work with you. And with that said, normally that shouldn't be a pattern. Obviously, if that becomes a pattern, then that's a little harder to justify. But when things do happen, and I know they do, the main thing is just to communicate. And I know you won't take advantage of that. I know you guys are professionals. And so I normally don't have any issues with that. And I know I won't with this class. So I'll wrap up. Just thank you for what you do. I appreciate very much educational leaders who are willing to, advance and take that chance of not always being liked, but doing the things that are best for students and keeping that at the forefront of what we do. So I have a lot of respect for you and what you do. I've been in those shoes. So I want to be of service to you. I want to be of help to you. You just got to reach out and let me know how I can help. So I look forward to working with you.